Give the call to the member for Fowler.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. Prime Minister, your government promised Australians that energy bills would go down. Yet in my electorate, Rennie's Bar and Grill has seen its quarterly gas bill jump from $7,000 2 years ago to $9,000 last year and now almost $12,000, not even counting electricity or insurance. Prime Minister, isn't that true that your government's approach to net zero is leaving almost $0 in pockets of families and small businesses? And how exactly will the household battery rebate help them?
Order. Give the call. Order. Give the call. Give the order. When the House comes to order, we'll hear from the Minister for Climate Change and Energy.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I very much appreciate the question, and I appreciate the Prime Minister allowing me to answer the question from the member for Fowler, because the member for Fowler has said previously that cheap home batteries policy is of little use in her electorate. It has a take-up more than double the electorate of Sydney, Mr Speaker, does the electorate of Fowler when it comes to cheap home batteries, because people in the outer suburbs understand that cheaper home batteries is one way they can reduce their bills permanently, Mr Speaker.
Order.
And Fowler, of course, has also been a beneficiary of this government's policies, with 65,000 taxpayers getting an average tax cut of $2,160 a week, Mr Speaker. And 58,750 households have received energy bill relief in Fowler. And 23,000 people have had student debt relief, Mr Speaker, with our HEX debt reductions. And $5,525,000 in savings across the PBS net threshold reductions, thanks to the Minister for Health's policies, Mr Speaker. These are real policies that support the people of Fowler, because this government knows that cost of living relief targeted at people who have been doing it tough in Fowler is necessary. The member for Fowler raises Rennie's business in the city of Fairfield, a business I know very well. I know the owner very well. I know that the owner sits on Fairfield Council with the member for Fowler, Mr Speaker. He's a good fella. He's a good fellow, Mr Speaker, is Rennie. And I'm sure he's concerned. But the member for Fowler is very good at giving advice to other people what they should do about cost of living. And she does that very regularly in the pages of newspapers and here, saying other people should do more. Now, the fact of the matter is we all have a responsibility when it comes to cost of living, including councils. Now, some of us served on local government, and then when we came here decided to be full-time federal members of parliament, Mr Speaker. Other people have made other choices. Now, the member for Fowler not so long ago wrote to the New South Wales government. Member for Fowler wrote to the New South Wales government. Okay, I'm still going to say it.
Order. When the House comes to order, we shall hear from the member for Fowler.
Speaker, this is relevance and I think professionalism as well. This is about as the minister knows, this is a question to the Prime Minister, and as the Minister for Energy knows, or climate change, that he knows Rennie Bars and Grills and the business is actually struggling to keep his business alive. So please address the question.
Order. Order. Member for Barker, we're just going to get you to not help. The member for the Leader of the House.
Speaker, there was plenty of commentary in the question, which therefore opens up the relevance in the answer.
Yeah, and the minister has mentioned the business directly. He's mentioned the home battery scheme. He's mentioned the numbers in the member's electorate directly. So, order, I just want to deal with this. If you've raised these issues, the minister is going to be directly relevant to all of the things that are mentioned in the question. So we're going to make sure his answer is being directly relevant, and he's been spot on so far in actually addressing the elements that you've mentioned. And I want to make well, I was going to just let me finish my point of order. He'll be able to read comments or quotes, but whatever he does, he's got to be directly relevant to the subject he was asked about. Does the member for Curtin still seek to take a point of order? Because I'd like to hear from her.
I'm seeking a ruling on whether the member for New England is breaching Standing Order 90 by the language that he was, the things that he was saying, which I don't want to repeat in front of the children upstairs here.
Well, I couldn't hear because there was a lot of noise. But if the member for New England has said an unparliamentary remark, because the standing order says reflecting on a member. I'm just going to remind the member for Curtin. You're entitled to raise that point, and if the member for New England is reflecting on members, I'm going to ask him to cease and desist that, and perhaps to assist the House, he'll remain silent for the remainder of this answer, and if he persists, he won't be here, and I'll warn him under the standing orders. I'm just going to ask the minister to return to the question and make his comments, whatever he's doing, directly relevant to the member for Fowler.
So the member for Fowler asked about cost of living in Fairfield City, which we both represent. And I'm reminded that the member for Fowler recently wrote to the New South Wales Government complaining about the entry fees for Prairie Wood Pool for swimming lessons, and the New South Wales Government wrote back to her pointing out that those entry fees are set by Fairfield City Council, of which the honourable member is a councillor, Mr Speaker. So we will continue to act on cost of living full-time with our full energy, not part-time.